So I just got out of Elysium, which was pretty awesome. It's one of the best science fiction movies I've seen in a while. There's no one stop. Just go. There's no one going in either direction. Okay, so I just got out of Elysium. It was directed by Neil Blomkamp, who directed... Oh, what the fuck? Oh, handicapped drivers and minivans are the worst drivers in the world! So I just got out of Elysium, which is probably the best science fiction movie I've seen in a couple of years. And it's from the director of District 9, Neil Blomkamp, so he knows what he's doing when it comes to science fiction. And it features Matt Damon as a guy down on his luck who has to go up to the space station Elysium to... Why are you stopping for everything? Ah! Okay. I'm just gonna keep going and hopefully get around this handicapped driver, because they are driving me crazy and really testing out my brakes. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm talking about you. So the plot of Elysium is that in the future, in this kind of dystopian future, all of the rich people live off-planet on a single space station with no war, no famine, no poverty, and the erudite get to live here only. People who are considered citizens of Elysium. And then anybody who is not considered a citizen of Elysium lives on Earth. They have to work for companies. They gotta do whatever they can do to survive. Oh crap, I gotta stop off at the gas station. People don't know how to drive. Ooh, there's a copper. Alright, I gotta stop off and get myself something to drink because it's hot. Back in a flash. Whew. Yeah, it's too darn hot. Now, I've always been a sci-fi guy. I love movies like Blade Runner, even like more thought-provoking sci-fi like Inception and The Matrix. And Elysium is a lot like those movies. The best science fiction movies are allegorical to some theme. I think my favorite example is... Get out of the road, geese! God. The best sci-fi is allegorical to the present. Like when Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan came out, it was allegorical to the Cold War. You had submarines with nuclear power at odds with each other, and then you just take that and do a spin on it where it's two starships holding a weapon of mass destruction and with the potential for life. And that was the key conflict at the time. The Russians were at war with the United States, and they were at odds and fought this quiet war without... It was basically a story about the threat of nuclear power in the form of Genesis. In this, it's about the people who have everything and the people who have nothing. And when you have nothing, you will fight tooth and nail to get a piece of something. And that's the plot of the movie. On Elysium, no one's sick, no one wants for anything, and on Earth, you have to fight for whatever you get. And Matt Damon's character is down on his luck, repeat offender, can't find work, and then he finally finds a job, and then gets hurt on the job, and has to make his way to Elysium to try and survive. Now, other factors play into why he has to get on Elysium, but that's something that's happening to people every day. Illegal aliens are trying to cross into the United States to get a better life, to save themselves from whatever's happening where they are. And then there's the people in the industry who have millions of dollars, living in the lap of luxury, and the people who have nothing. And there are people fighting and struggling to make their way right now. And that's what makes this such a great movie and such a great story. If you eliminate every bit of science fiction, this is a story about a guy who is a felon who's fighting for his life, and a woman who's fighting for the life of her daughter. That could have been a drama starring Matt Damon set in the middle of Kansas or in the middle of New York City, and it would be just the same, and it would be as good. Charlton Copley, who was the lead in District 9, plays the villain perfectly. He even keeps his South African accent, which is great. Gives you a little bit, gives you something different. But he's maniacal, he's crazy, he's wild, and it makes for a good foil to Matt Damon's character. And this is the edgiest I've seen Matt Damon in a while. Like, he's always been, it's like, you think of him as Jason Bourne, you think of him as the guy from Ocean's 11. This is a good departure from some of the stuff he's done over the past 10 years. Not just because it's science fiction, but because he's playing a more, I don't want to say like playing more human, because like Jason Bourne's a human character, but he's playing a complex Byronic hero. So is Elysium worth your time, your money, your gas? I'd say yeah. If you like good science fiction, if you like Matt Damon, if you like District 9 and want to see more from the guy who made it, I'd say go for it. It's not long, it's not overbearing, it's not drawn out like some science fiction of the past couple of years has been. It's quick, frenetic, and a lot of fun. And I would say go for it. It's maybe the best science fiction movie I've seen in the last couple of years, and that's saying a lot. There's been a lot of good movies coming out recently. So in 2 weeks is the premiere of The World's End, which is the finale of the Three Flavors Cornetto trilogy from Edgar Wright, Nick Frost, and Simon Pegg. I'll probably be going to that if they can get a showing in the theater. So, and if they don't, I'm going to have a home movies thing. I'm going to take the day off and do a marathon of Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and some other stuff that Edgar Wright, Simon Pegg, and Nick Frost have done. So this is Patrick Barker with the Parallax View, and this is a road review of Elysium. Let you have some fun and go to the movies. I need to come up with some kind of catchphrase or like some kind of like outro.